What is up, you guys? The Dominator, Dominic Flores, back with you guys here today to do my WWE Weekly Results. And before we start, to the giveaway winners, I will be shipping your packages out tomorrow, or not tomorrow, today. I know I told you that I ship them out yesterday. I just didn't get the time to. By the time I remembered, it was already 4 o'clock. And the post office here, I don't know how it is with you guys, but it closes. It's like literally open 4 hours a day. So yeah, I'll be shipping those out after I finish filming this. And yeah. So let's get into this week's WWE Weekly Results. So on Monday Night Raw, we had the return of John Cena, and he went up against Elias, and John Cena ended up defeating Elias. We had Hideo Itami defeat the Brian Kendrick. We had Absolution defeat Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Mickie James. We had Kane defeat Heath Slater via pinfall. I don't know why I said via pinfall, but Finn Balor defeated Kurt Hawkins. Matt Hardy surprised Bray Wyatt. Yeah, that was a really cool thing. So Matt Hardy, or broken Matt Hardy, or whatever you want to call him. He made his debut this week, and Bray Wyatt was I think he was about to cut a promo or something, and then out of nowhere, Woken Matt Hardy comes out and he's attacking him. He was about to hit the Twist of Fate, but Bray Wyatt escaped. So I'm really interested to see how long this feud goes, if they're planning on doing it at the Rumble or WrestleMania, or Rumble or WrestleMania, whatever. I know this feud is going to be good, and it's going to put Bray back on the map. Yeah, he's just been kind of off. The feud with Finn was okay, but I think this will put him back on the map. Moving on, we had Alexa Bliss, or Asuka flatten Alexa Bliss, so it's looking like Asuka is going to be the next contender for Alexa Bliss's title, so that should be interesting. We obviously know who's going to win. If that's the case, probably Asuka, unless Alexa Bliss defeats the streak. I don't know who's going to defeat the streak, honestly, but it's a pretty big deal in women's wrestling. So yeah, moving on, we had Roman Reigns defeat Samoa Joe. It was Samoa Joe defeat Roman Reigns via disqualification. Yeah, that was for the Intercontinental Championship. And then we had the main event. We had Seth Rollins and Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan defeat The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, for the Raw Tag Team Champions. It was a really decent match, actually. It was a pretty good match. And surprisingly, Seth and Jason are the new Tag Team Champions. So I don't know if that's telling us what they were planning to do with Dean and Seth. Were they gonna have them winning back? If Dean was still there. Of course, Dean is out for quite a long time, about 9 months, so he won't be returning at the Rumble. So at the end of next year, probably somewhere towards there. So yeah, not looking good for Dean, but Seth and Jason defeated Sheamus and Cesaro to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. So yeah, moving on to SmackDown Live. Here we go. We had Daniel Bryan make a major title announcement. He announced, so obviously, I don't know how to explain this. So at the end of, or not the end, but on SmackDown Live last week, we had that weird segment with Dolph Ziggler just, I guess, relinquishing the title. He just threw it down. He just walked out of the ring. And Daniel Bryan said he tried to get a hold of Dolph, but he couldn't. So he decided to vacate the title and have a mini tournament to decide the new United States champion. So yeah, he announced that tournament. I'll get into the results of that tournament here in a minute. But we had Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable defeat the New Day and Rusev and Aiden English. Wait, the New Day and... Okay, we had Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable defeat the New Day and Rusev and Aiden English. So it was like a triple threat. Oh yeah, I remember. It was a triple threat match to see who would become the number 1 contender for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. So, sorry, Shelton and Chad will be the next contenders. So we had the Bludgeon Brothers versus Breeze Dongo in a no contest because the Ascension they took the Fashion Police away from the Bludgeon Brothers because they didn't want them to get hurt. So yeah, and then we're gonna see like a rematch next week. I don't know, it's all confusing. Moving on, we had Ruby Riott defeat Naomi, and then then we had Bobby Roode defeat Baron Corbin in the United States Championship Tournament first round. So Bobby Roode will be advancing to take on Jinder Mahal, who defeated Ty Dillinger in the first round again of the United States Championship Tournament. So we'll see Bobby Roode and Jinder Mahal. So that will be interesting. The winner will be crowned at Royal Rumble, I believe they said. So yeah. And then in the main event, we had Kevin Owens defeat AJ Styles. So yeah. All right. Let's go move on to 205 Live. 205 Live. Alright, so we had Hideo Itami defeat Gentleman Jack Gallagher. We had Tony Nese defeat Akira Tozawa. And we had Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali defeat Drew Gulak and Aryan Daivari. And then moving on to NXT. Oh yeah. Speaking of the Monday Night Raw, so we had a couple of news things for Monday Night Raw. Brian Kendrick broke his orbital bone and nose because of Hideo Itami's GTS. It looked like it hit pretty hard too, so you could kind of tell something was wrong. So yeah, and we have Roman Reigns receive a $5,000 fine for shoving the official on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, all right, and then to go on, add on to the SmackDown United States Tournament. Sorry, I'm all out of order. But the other two matches in the tournament will be Zack Ryder versus Mojo Rawley and Xavier Woods versus Aiden English for some reason. So, okay. All right. And so I'm going to find NXT, which I watched NXT this week, and it was actually really good. Alright, WWE NXT. Oh, sorry. Alright, so we had the Street Profits defeat Chris Starr and Riley Apex. The NXT Championship was defended. Ember Moon retained her title, defeating Sonya Deville. We had Utter Chaos break out into the high-stake NXT Fatal 4-Way match to determine who would face Andrade Cien Almas. At NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. And surprisingly, Johnny Gargano was the one who pinned Aleister Black. So Aleister Black's streak is done. So yeah, his streak's done. And it was mostly to the help of what's their name? Not the Attitude Era. Who was it? The Undisputed Era. Sorry, I blinked for a second. But, yeah, it was mostly to the Undisputed Era. So what had happened was they pulled him out of Aleister Black out of the ring and started attacking him. And then they threw him back in the ring, and Johnny Gargano had taken out Killian Dane and Lars Sullivan. And he did that cool DDT, and he surprisingly beat, like, you could tell he was, like, actually surprised. The fans were surprised that he actually pinned Aleister Black 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. So, he will be going to NXT TakeOver Philadelphia to face Andrade Cien Almas. So, yeah, my wrestlers of the week for Monday Night Raw is going to Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins for becoming the new WWE Raw Tag Team Champions. For who should I go with for SmackDown? For SmackDown, I'm gonna go with. Who should I go with? I'm trying to think. Let's go with Kevin Owens. He got a pretty big win over AJ Styles on SmackDown. So, yeah, I didn't know who to give it to, really. For 205 Live, I'm going to give it to Hideo Itami. He's still really impressive. I don't know how I feel about him in the 205 Live roster, but, I mean, I guess it's okay if that's where he has to go. And then for NXT, obviously, I'm going to give it to Johnny Gargano. What a fatal four-way that match was. It was an excellent fatal four-way. So, yeah, looking forward to Andrade Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano 2, but this time it's for the NXT title. So, yeah. So, again, I'll be shipping out those figures today, a little after this video goes up. So, yeah, expect those in a couple days. Wrestling Cool Figs and Aiden and Ricky's Toy Show, I believe, is the other one. So, yeah. Monday we have a pretty big video. So I'm going to do my WWE year-end results. So I'll be, like, doing and this is all my opinions. My favorite superstar, the match of the year, my breakout star of the year, my women's wrestler of the year, my NXT wrestler of the year, all sorts of stuff like that. The best figure of the year. So, yeah, look out for that on Monday. So, yeah, that's a pretty big video. On New Year's Day, I'll be uploading that. So, yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Wrestling at the Dominators Toy Show. And as always, thank you guys for watching. D-Flow out.